I don't know why I'm forcing myself to film this video, but I have uh, surging feelings every time that me in the future, or someone else walking on this earth at the same time as me is feeling the same way. But I have a very uh, packed with emotions afternoon, um, and I'm sitting in the most glassy room that I can find in this apartment, and there's just some part of me that would fear someone walking by and hearing on this story. Um, but a huge part of me taking this video of me talking to myself is that I want to be heard and by myself and by some other souls on earth that might go through, have gone through, or will go through this experience. Something similar or something the same. Um, Tomorrow I have a training at a new place in the hospital for a research trainer, for a research training position that I've been applying for like 6 months. Um, through which process the HR, the onboarding totally sucked. Um, and I just keep wondering how did I get myself into this position in the first place, where I don't necessarily feel passionate or like connected, like I'm personally connected to this in any way. Um, and it just resounds, uh, re- recurring mood of feeling that I have over the past few months about um, getting to somewhere in life that is secure and stable and through and on that route, uh, one may have to endure the most soulless uh, thing that they had to do in order to earn money and like make ends meet, and finally reach some moments that we don't have to worry about it anymore. Um, and I can't afford to see myself trudging through such such a thing that does not allow me to feel free and to feel myself. Yes, it might be uh, weakness. Yes, it might be surrendering myself in the face of hardship and adversities, but I can't help but feel for myself. Um, and I've been given chances where I can, if I invest myself 100% to it and put my mind to it, my mind is in like my 100% effort and not really worry and care about my feelings, um, and my lurking fears and thoughts, um, I would have earned the chance. Um, and like last month, I was I had been in the final round of the for the interview for this company, and throughout the whole process I can't silence the thought that I I can't imagine being in a corporate setting for 20 years down the line and feel more than half of my waking life with employees and coworkers and conversations that I don't really care about. Um, and I just feel poor for myself again. Um, and I get agitated myself um, over how I cannot, for once, put my head down, just power through it, and maybe earn the reward, earn the earn a different place of security for myself, and just turn a blind eye on the suffocating feelings that I feel. Um, yeah, so I might have like commitment issues. Um, and I think about the thing that I'm starting from tomorrow, which is that lab and the routine that I will, the grind that I will get myself into again, uh, which looks pretty same to the routine that put myself, I've viewed to other people, um, expectations or like convenience, like just because the other people's uh, desires are more convenience to confer upon my actions. Um, and I just begrudgingly and um, involuntarily think, I think, put it on to myself and just suffer through it. And I just fear I might get depressed again, like these past 2 years, where, yeah, I would have those nights where I feel I don't belong to what I'm doing or where I'm in. And today might be one of those nights uh, where the past few days I feel like I may have picked up the pace again and feel less um, depressed and sad and be ready to get into the grind, the soulless grind again. And I just feel like how I just feel a little bit hopeless looking into the question, the void of how many times I would put myself through this again. Um, and it's it's a depressing feeling because I feel so hard to like over time, over and time, over and over. I keep making the choice that my inner voice uh, wouldn't really. go with that. And it's hard to from for the outward word. I feel it's hard for anyone to trust me again. Um, and that's probably the issue that I have in forming a relationship with anyone because I don't feel like I can trust myself enough to choose the thing that I really want. Okay. Mm. And today's just happened to be one of those nights where I really like myself to sit down and spend some time and record this, but always, always refrain, uh, deprive myself from that urge because of the fear of someone listening this over. But I, but at the same time, having the desire to for someone to just see me naked, like somewhat, somewhat literally, but like most, but figurative, but figuratively as well. Um, I just had the the most moody shower of my life, where it started from an afternoon of just looking like doing soulless exercises in the gym and looking just uh, catching short glimpse of guys doing like heavier weights and just being all like disciplined and and happy with their friends and so carefree and joyful and I I'm jealous of every bit of that. I've been looking for that carefreeness and just being in the moment for for yeah, for all the time that I've known up. And as their hair, as the water was running down my shoulders, and I was sitting on the bathroom ceiling, uh, looking at these strands of hairs. After I release myself, I just feel the urge to, and the urge to, um, and I gave in to that little voice of me just letting me to let it go for once in a week. And as I was sitting on the bathroom floor and looking at the water flowing and dripping into the void, um, I see very clearly my face and what feelings I have. I I went through during all these sexual swings, ra- all the fleeing hookups that I had, and the emptiness, um, and the need for a good soulmate just flashed to me like at those moments when I was having sex with these men, something like I was not spiritually there. I know it's transition through a freaky sounding story scheme right now, but um, yeah, like I feel like in that moment where I sit on the bathroom floor and feel the droplets of water on my skin, the hot stream of water on my skin, I just hug myself, not thinking much, and it's just like me hugging myself, um, and feel grounded, physically connected to myself, and just drown myself in that shadow of of thoughts and personal feelings. But yeah, mm, it's just it just summed up to um, a feeling of great doubt for and great doubt with sadness for others whenever I meet them at first. But behind that, great doubt in myself whether I can stick with something with love and zeal and personality um, once again, whether it's in professional pursuits, whether it's in relationship, or whether it's in relationships with myself, like developing those hobbies and things that I genuinely care about and love.